introduce yourself and what you're doing. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks. I'm Andy. I'm one of the co-founders at Keywords AI. So at Keywords AI, we're basically building Datadog for LLM applications. We right now are targeting C to Series B startups for their evaluation monitoring use cases. So I'm going to jump right into how it works to integrate and some of the features our users love. Here is a fun thing we built for our users. It's our onboarding speedrun, inspired by the Olympics. So there's two ways to integrate our product. You can either send us a raw API call of your LLM payload, or you can use our proxy, which is basically using the OpenAI format to call over 200 models with the same code. So the proxy will just look like this. We integrate with all the framework. If you're using, for example, Anthropic, it just looks like Anthropic code. You switch the base URL to us, and you create an API key on the platform. To go into the platform, here is something you'll see if you've successfully integrated with us. So you get to see all your important LLM metrics, things like how fast your system is. So if you're building voice AI, obviously latency is important. So you might want to look at P90 for TTFT. And you can see for this month, we are seeing faster response time compared to last month. We also have things like top models. If you're using multiple models, you can also track users by passing user identifiers along with your LLM calls. You can also track some of the eval features we have here to see if your LLM system is hallucinating or doing a good job.
How do you know if the LLM is hallucinating?
Yeah, we'll get into that. So before we talk about evaluations, let's first talk about our logs feature, which is the most used feature on our product. So on the side panel here, you can see every single relevant metadata about your LLM request. So things like who's sending in this LLM request. You can also pass in any additional key value pairs as custom properties. You can see where your deployments are. You can see all the metrics, like how much each log is costing you. You can add in user feedbacks, notes, and the logs will be right here. So everything that goes into an LLM and out of the LLM we log. Going into the evaluations, some of our users would set a random sampling of the logs to run evaluations on. They do this because if you run it on 100% of requests, this will be very expensive. So right now, we only support using LLM as a judge to run evaluations, where you can either use our pre-built evaluations, thanks to our friends at Relari, which is an open source evaluation framework, or you can build your own custom evaluations by just giving it a definition, a scoring rubric, a min and max score. So once you set this up, of 5 to 15 is percentage is a number I generally would recommend for. You will be able to see these evaluations you selected run on that percentage of your logs. And you can also go to the important logs and run them manually. So you can see things like readability, sentiment, stuff like that. Any questions on this?
My question is jumping off what Tom said about the pain points that drive adoption. What is driving customers to actually get all the way through that onboarding speedrun and then integrate?
Yes, so that is one problem. I wouldn't say it's a problem. It's one thing we're always trying to optimize. I think in the past month, I've tried out at least 5 different onboarding workflows. Because it seems to people that this might be a really hard product to integrate, but in reality, some of our fastest integration is just literally a minute or 2.
I will say that as somebody who makes developer tools, there is a bimodal distribution. Your best customers are often your quietest customers. They just set it up and it works and they never talk to you.
Yes.
And the customers that talk to you and talk to you and talk to you, a non-trivial percentage of those customers never pay you much money, which is a little bit counterintuitive.
Yeah, so what we do is if they're not able to integrate themselves, we are literally on call 24/7. I have my Apple Watch on me all the time. If you text me, call me, Slack me, I'm available. Our customers know that and they love us for that.
I love that. That's a good note to end on. And we're trying to keep these demos short, but I really, really enjoyed that demo. Would love to talk to you more about it, and I'm sure other people here would too. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Awesome. Next we have Foundry. Foundry ML.